Hello YouTube, this your boy B-Boy Smackdown TV, and tonight I got my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content. Check out my other videos that I did on the channel, and follow my social media down below in the description. Now let's get started. Now WWE Smackdown was a good show. It was a good episode of Smackdown, and I enjoyed the show for what it was. Alright, WWE Smackdown kicks off with Then Now Forever Together. We cut to the Bloodline and the Street Profits entering the arena. Highlights of the WWE King and Queen of the Ring airs. So yeah, go check out my WWE King and Queen review and highlights. It's up on the channel. Go check that out. Live in the arena, Nick Aldis is in the ring with the Queen of the Ring crown. He welcomes everyone to the show and says there is no better feeling as a general manager that when one of his top draft picks comes through clutch. He welcomes the 2024 Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. The crowd boos as she comes down to the ring. He congratulates her and says the floor is hers. She grabs the crown and places it on her head, and the crowd with loud boos. Nick Aldis leaves the ring, and the crowd chants, "You suck." She says to get the facts straight. It is a fact that she is our queen of the ring, and it's a fact that as the queen, she gets a title shot at SummerSlam. She tells Bayley that the Queen is commanding her presence in her ring right now. Bayley music hits and out comes the WWE Women's Champion. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green run behind and Bayley and attack her. Piper Niven throws her into the barricade. Um, Piper Niven throws her into the ring and, and hits a splash onto Bayley. Piper Niven looks at Nia Jax and Nia Jax looks confused. The fans chant Bayley. Chelsea Green tells Nia Jax that Nia Jax does not have to worry about facing Bayley because by the time SummerSlam rolls around, her new WWE Women's Champion will be Piper Niven, which is going to be god awful if Piper Niven becomes WWE Women's Champion. That's going to be god awful. Nobody wants to see that. But anyway, let me continue. Nia Jax tells them that she does not give a you know what who the champion is because she is going to annihilate her regardless. Nia Jax drops the microphone and leaves the ring. Okay, that was like a good opening to kick off SmackDown. But let me continue. We cut to the back and see Nick Aldis entering his office and AJ Styles sitting on the couch. AJ Styles tells him that he thought about what Nick Aldis said that last week, and if there was time, he would appreciate addressing his future tonight. Nick Aldis says he can find him the time and asks AJ Styles if there is something he wants to tell him. AJ Styles says it would be hard enough to do it once. He would like to do it just once in the ring tonight. Nick Aldis shakes his hand and says he has his time. Out comes Tommaso Ciampa with Johnny Gargano for his match against Austin Theory. It says a very good opening to SmackDown. Nia Jax got a very loud reaction, and they actually have me interested in what they are going to do. They're putting in a lot of effort into the women's division on SmackDown, and it's paying off. Hashtag SmackDown. Okay, interesting to see what they do with AJ Styles. If the rumors are true about his storyline, I am sold on it. Hashtag SmackDown. So we go to commercial break. Bayley is backstage with the trainer in comes Naomi, who asks her they are not getting away with this. She asks Bayley if she is good to fight tonight, and Bayley says she is. Naomi goes to talk to Nick Aldis. Okay, so we get the next match. Tommaso Ciampa accompanied by Johnny Gargano versus Austin Theory with accompanied by Grayson Waller. Now, this match right here, this was not bad. This was a pretty good match. The bell rings, we are underway. Theory gets Ciampa in the corner, but the referee breaks it up. Ciampa with a right hand and a chop to the chest. A spinning back elbow by Ciampa onto Austin Theory, followed by a chop to the chest. Ciampa gets Austin Theory in the corner and he hits him with right hands, but Grayson Waller gets on the ring apron and Ciampa hits him with a right hand. A loud right hand by Austin Theory, and he slams Ciampa neck first onto his knees. As an elbow to the face by Austin Theory, he runs towards Ciampa, but Ciampa hits him with a boot to the face. Ciampa goes for a flying clothesline, but Austin Theory ducks and Ciampa hits the mat. Theory drags Ciampa towards the outside and he hits him with a neck breaker onto the outside. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Austin Theory goes for a right hand, but Ciampa with right hands and in a chop. He runs to the ropes and lands a flying clothesline. Ciampa with a reverse DDT, and he goes for the cover, but Austin Theory kicks out. Ciampa goes for the fairy tale ending, but Austin Theory with a backdrop and a kick to the back of Ciampa's head. Austin Theory slams Ciampa face first onto the mat. He goes for the cover, but Ciampa kicks out. He goes for the 8 count down, but Ciampa picks Austin Theory's leg and he hits him with a right hand. Both men with double boots and Ciampa with a knee to the face. Austin Theory rolls to the outside of the ring. Grayson Waller begins to yell at the announcement team about how he how he is the one that helped Austin Theory, and that distracts Austin Theory. Grayson Waller gets on the ring apron and they argue, and that allows Ciampa to roll Austin Theory up and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Tommaso Ciampa. This was a pretty good match. Alright, we cut backstage to see Nick Aldis with Belair Davenport. In comes Naomi, who says enough is enough. Her and Bayley won a match tonight and against Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. Belair Davenport says she is bothering her, and with time, she will know exactly who she is. Belair Davenport leaves the office, and Nick Aldis tells Naomi her match is on. In comes LA Knight, who asks Nick Aldis if AJ is really going to retire, and Nick Aldis says he doesn't know. LA Knight says he can find Logan Paul, and Nick Aldis tells him to take a seat. Alright, let's move on. So we go to commercial break. We see clips of Cody Rhodes defending his undisputed WWE Championship against Logan Paul at King and Queen of the Ring. Out comes LA Knight from Nick Aldis' office, and Caleb Braxton is there waiting. She stopped him, and he tells Caleb Braxton that Nick did not have much for him. The only thing he had for him was that Logan Paul is not there this week, and that just means he will talk to her next week. Wrong, because he is here tonight, and what that means is that if he's not going to get the answer he wants, he will tell Logan Paul what he wants. He tells Logan Paul that he wants the United States Championship. Okay then. It says in comes Carmelo Hayes, and he says LA Knight does a lot of talking, but is never saying anything. He tells him why Logan Paul will want to face him and not a first round draft pick. Carmelo Hayes says Logan Paul knows ball, and LA Knight is not that. If he wants to talk the talk, LA Knight is the guy, but if he wants to walk the walk, Carmelo Hayes says it's him. We see clips from earlier during the day of Andrade entering the arena and being stunned by Angel. He tells Andrade that he spoke to the guys in Legado del Fantasma and they are willing to forgive him for what he did at WrestleMania and to join them. He tells Angel thank you, but no thank you. Okay, so the next match, so we get Andrade versus Apollo Cruz. This was a good match. And this match right here between Andrade and Apollo Cruz gives me that 2019 NXT vibes. And I'm glad I had to put it out there. But anyway, this was a good match. The bell rings and we are underway. Apollo to the ropes and Andrade with a drop kick, a backdrop by Andrade, and he goes for the cover, but Apollo Cruz kicks out. Andrade gets on the ring apron and out comes Angel, distracting Andrade. Apollo Cruz with a kick onto Andrade and a moonsault off the ring apron onto Andrade on the outside of the ring. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Andrade with a crossbody off the top rope. Andrade to the ropes and he hits Apollo Cruz with a flying forearm. Andrade with the double knees into the corner. He goes for the cover, but Apollo Cruz kicks out. Angel is showing at ringside. Andrade goes for a right hand. Apollo ducks and he lands a German suplex. He goes for another German, but Andrade pushed him away and he hits him with a big boot. Andrade gets on the second rope and Apollo Crews with a kick. He lifts Andrade up into a gorilla press and he drops Andrade and he hits him with a standing moonsault. Apollo Crews goes for the cover, but Andrade kicks out. Angel gets on the ring apron that distracts Apollo Crews. Andrade with a spinning back elbow and he hits him with the message. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Andrade. This was a good match. These two gave me Andrade and Apollo Crews gave me 2019 NXT vibes right here, and I'm glad I put that out there. Outcome: Legado del Fantasma smiling. Andrade leaves the ring and walks right past them and to the back. Santos Escobar looks at Angel and Angel apologizes and runs to the back. We cut to the back to see the Bloodline. Solo Sequoia is talking to them and says to put an end to the Street Profits. In comes Paul Heyman and he tells Solo that he has been doing a lot of thinking about how he can better serve Solo. While Solo is in charge, Paul Heyman tells him that with Roman Reigns as their tribal chief, there was a lot of violence in the bloodline, but that was to preserve the family, what they were working for, and before Roman ever said yes to an act of violence, there was a lot of counsel from the wise man. He sees Solo Sequoia recruiting some very violent men into the bloodline, and all he sees are random acts of violence, but he does not see any strategy at all. He says the strategy has to be that when Roman Reigns comes back, they have Cody Rhodes in check. Excuse me. Solo Sequoia tells him that they got Cody in check and he doesn't even know it. Paul Heyman asks him who he who he who is we. Kevin Owens music hits and we see Kevin Owens walking down to the ring. Solo Sequoia tells Paul Heyman they have a strategy and Paul Heyman better go out and fix Kevin Owens now. Good match between Andrade and Apollo Crews. It's easy to forget all that they have done with Apollo Crews the last few years when he was getting a push. Andrade, it looks like they will have him up against Legado del Fantasma for the next few weeks. Hashtag Smackdown. All right, let's move on. Commercial break. Andrade is backstage. Andrade is backstage, and in comes Angel. Apollo Crews attack Angel from behind, and the WWE officials breaks it up. We cut to the ring, and Kevin Owens is sitting on the top rope. Kevin Owens says last week he made his return to SmackDown, and he wants all the way to Saudi Arabia to do it because he wanted to make sure that he had Randy Orton's back. He says over the last few months, even years, Randy Orton has had his back, and he wanted to make sure that Solo Sikoa and his crew were going to ruin Randy's chance at becoming king of the ring. Kevin Owens says Randy Orton isn't king of the ring, but he saw what happened. he doesn't lose. And while Randy is not there tonight, he does know who is there tonight, and that is Solo Sequoia and his little crew. Out comes Paul Heyman. He introduced himself and says how he has served for almost 4 years for the tribal chief Roman Reigns, and in his absence, he served as the rise man for Soul Sequoia and the Bloodline. It is within that capacity that he comes out to talk to Kevin Owens man to man, professional to professional, fighter to fighter, as he thinks there is a mutual interest at the moment that is that he is hoping he can serve. Kevin Owens tells him to get in the ring and get to the point. The fans chant, "We want Roman Reigns." Paul Heyman says he doesn't think there is a person in the arena that wants Roman Reigns here more than he does. Paul Heyman says Kevin Owens keep calling out Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns had and has great respect for Kevin Owens. And anything Kevin Owens went through with Roman Reigns was because of how much Roman Reigns respected and admired him, even acknowledged him as a true threat for his championship. He said Solo Sikoa has no respect for him. Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns turned down people to join the Bloodline. These are people Kevin Owens is picking a fight with. That are not people. They are bloodthirsty, sadistic thugs, and that is bad for WWE. Prime example, if Roman Reigns comes back, he's going to be a babyface. That's all I gotta say. I'm just putting that out there for everybody to know that when Roman Reigns comes back, he's going to be a babyface. Watch, I tell you. Let me continue. Paul Heyman says he likes Kevin Owens in WWE and the fans love him in WWE. And if Kevin Owens keeps calling out Sol Sequoia, they are going to do something really bad about it. He is asking, pleading, and begging Kevin Owens to back off the bloodline, please. Kevin Owens asks Paul Heyman if he is really out there trying to help him. Kevin Owens asks him what in the last few years has he done to make him believe that he is not falling for this act? He knows this is all Paul Heyman pulling the string. This is what Paul Heyman does when I'm sorry, what Paul Heyman does. He went from Brock to Roman Reigns. Now, who can keep him relevant is Solo Sequoia. He is not falling for it. He doesn't know what this act is all about, but he fought the bloodline for 4 years. They handcuffed him, super kicked him, hit him with a golf cart, and he is still standing and had a great time. But that was the bloodline. That was Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso, guys that he respect. He says he doesn't respect Solo and the and and that's not the bloodline. He doesn't know them, and no one wants them, and he will keep fighting them and make sure to get them out of his world. And as for Paul Heyman's help goes, he doesn't want it and he doesn't need it. Paul Heyman says maybe he is trying to save Kevin Owens. They have met each other's families. Paul Heyman asks if he can redeem himself. Kevin Owens has redeemed himself, but Paul Heyman apparently can't. He calls the Bloodline thugs, and he is a Hall of Fame wise man. Paul Heyman asks why no one would believe him, and he accidentally throws a microphone onto Kevin Owens. Paul Heyman looks in feet, and Kevin Owens looks confused. Kevin Owens walks towards Paul Heyman, but so Sequoia's music hits, and out comes the Bloodline. Kevin Owens looks behind him, and then comes the Street Profits. So Sequoia tells them to attack. The Street Profits fought Tomatonga and Loa Tamatonga and Tonga Loa in the ring. Kevin Owens and Sol Sequoia fight on the outside and over the barricade. This promo was solid promo by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens with a solid promo, and Paul Heyman was his usual great self, while the interest in what they will do is there. I still don't buy in the Solo Sequoia being a leader. Hashtag Smackdown. So we'll go to commercial break. The Street Profits versus the Bloodline. And this match right here, this was a decent this was a decent match. Decent tag team match, by the way. Back from commercial, Dawkins and Montez Ford double team Tonga in the ring. Montez Ford goes for the cover, but Tonga kicks out. Montez Ford gets on the ring apron, but Tonga with a right hand knocking Ford off the ring apron. Tonga Loa throws Ford into the barricade. Tonga Loa throws him back into the ring, and Tonga with right hands. A clothesline by Tonga, and he goes for the cover, but Montez Ford kicks out. Tonga Loa is tagging Loa with a power slam. Tonga is tagging, and they double team Ford. He goes for the cover, but Ford kicks out. Right hands by Tonga in the corner. Tonga to the ropes, and he goes for a clothesline. Montez Ford ducks, and Dawkins is tagged in. Dawkins with a spinning back elbow and a splash followed by a kick to the side of the head by Dawkins. He goes for the cover, but Tonga kicks out. Tonga is thrown to the ropes. Loa is tagging, and he clotheslines Dawkins. He throws Dawkins to the outside of the ring. Tonga grabs Dawkins, and he slams him face first onto the announcer table. Tonga Loa to the outside, and they double team Dawkins on the outside. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Tonga with right hands onto Dawkins in the ring. Tonga goes for an elbow, but Dawkins moves out of the way. Dawkins with a right hand and an overhead throw by Dawkins, and both men are down. Tonga Loa and Montez Ford are tagging. Montez Ford with right hands and a kick. He hits Tonga Loa with a snap super kick. He runs to the ropes and a clothesline onto Tonga Loa. In comes Tonga, but Montez Ford slams him onto the mat. A kick to the side of the head by Montez Ford onto Tonga Loa. Montez Ford with a splash in the corner, and Dawkins is tagged in. Dawkins lifts him up onto his shoulders, and Ford with the blockbuster. Dawkins goes for the cover, but Tonga breaks it up. Dawkins throws Tonga onto the ring apron, and Tonga Loa with a clothesline. Tonga Loa runs towards Dawkins, but Dawkins pushes him away. Tonga tags himself, but Dawkins doesn't see it. Dawkins slams Tonga Loa and tags Montez Ford in. Montez Ford with a fall splash to the top rope. In comes Tonga and he slams Montez Ford on the mat. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, the Bloodline. This tag team match was a decent tag team match. We see Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill walking backstage. In comes Eddie Hartwell, who tells them that Candice is stuck at home because of them. Bianca Belair tells her that Candice LeRae went after her first. Candice LeRae started it, and Bianca Belair finished it. Bianca Belair tells her that she will gladly take her out too. Bailey's music hits, and out she comes for her match. So Kayla Braxton is backstage with Meechin. She tells Kayla that AJ Styles is not really talking to them. And then comes Nia Jax, who tells her that they should be talking about her, not AJ Styles. Meechin gets in her face. Nia Jax tells her that she is going to regret that and walks away. Okay, so we get Bailey and Naomi versus Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. And this tag team match, this was a solid tag team match. The bell rings, we are underway. A back elbow by Bailey onto Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green tags Piper Niven into the ring. Piper Niven slams Bailey into the corner and hits her with a splash. Chelsea Green is tagged back in. They double team Bailey. She goes for the cover, but Bailey kicks out. She grabs Bailey, but Bailey with a suplex. Naomi is tagged. and they double team Chelsea Green. She goes for the cover, but Chelsea Green kicks out. Bailey is tagged back in, and they close on Chelsea Green to the outside of the ring. Naomi with a suicide dive onto Chelsea Green onto the outside. Bailey with a forearm off the ring apron onto Piper Niven. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, Chelsea Green goes for the cover onto Bailey, but Bailey kicks out. Chelsea Green pushes Bailey into the corner, and Piper Niven is tagged in. Bailey tries to make the tag, but Piper Niven grabs her by the leg. Piper Niven goes for an elbow drop, but Bailey moves out of the way. Naomi is tagged in, and, and as is Chelsea Green. Naomi with a kick to the face. She climbs the top rope and lands a crossbody. She hits Piper Niven with a drop kick and a drop kick followed by a kick to the face onto Chelsea Green. Naomi with a split-legged moonsault. She goes for the cover, but Chelsea kicks out. Piper Niven pulls Chelsea Green to the outside. Naomi with a corkscrew splash over to the ropes. She throws Chelsea Green back into the ring. Naomi climbs the top rope, but Piper Niven pushes her down and Chelsea Green hits her with a super kick. She goes for the cover, but Bailey breaks it up. Bailey on the ring apron, but Piper Niven trips her up, and she throws Bailey into the ring steps. Naomi with the rear view, and she goes for the cover, but Piper Niven is with a splash and breaks it up. Piper Niven plays Chelsea Green over Naomi. She goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winners of the match, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. This was a solid tag team match. AJ Styles is walking backstage and LA Knight stops him. He says, if the rumors are true, respect. AJ Styles nods at him and continues walking. Cody Rhodes stops him and they shake hands and AJ Styles whispers something into Cody Rhodes' ear. AJ Styles keeps walking and is stopped by Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson. They all hug and AJ Styles tells them they have been through it all with him and it is only fair that they are out there with him tonight. Okay, let's move on. A decent women tag team match. They are really pushing Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, even if it's at Bailey's expense. Bailey can't afford to lose. Hashtag Smackdown. To go to commercial break. Okay, AJ Styles hits AJ Styles music hits and now he comes to the ring with Karl Anderson and Luke Gallows. They get in the ring and AJ Styles looks emotional. Anderson and Gallows clap in the corner. The fans chant AJ Styles. He says he has been thinking about what Nick Aldis said for the last week. If he wants another opportunity at Cody Rhodes, he would have to go to the back of the line. He is doing his job. He understands that, and he thought about it all week. He can't do that at this point in time in his career and his life. He has been doing this for over 2 decades. He has been busting his body in the ring, blood, sweat, tears all over the world for him to become phenomenal. But this week, his son graduated high school and he got to be there. They had his graduation party at his house, and it was beautiful. And it was at that point where clearly hit him across the head. He asked how many of them had he missed. Instead of being the phenomenal AJ Styles, maybe he stays at home and is a phenomenal father. AJ Styles tells Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson to join him. He says he couldn't have done it without them, and he loves them. They are better than friends. They are his brothers. If they have to do it one last time to do it right, they too sweet in the ring and hug. He says before he leaves, he whispers something in Cody's ear. He asks if he don't mind coming out when he called him, and now it's the time. Cody Rhodes music hits, and out he comes to the ring. Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson leave the ring in the finish, and Cody Rhodes. AJ Styles before he come out here to do what he has to do. He wanted to look Cody Rhodes in the eyes, face to face, and tell him that he had one of the greatest matches he ever had at Backlash in Lyon, France. AJ Styles says the crowd was electric, and if he was going to have one last match, that would be it. But this is still the house that AJ Styles built, and he called Cody Rhodes out to hand him the keys. Cody Rhodes says they have only ever exchanged one text message after their match at Backlash. He wanted to know if he was okay, and AJ Styles' response was, I'm all good, little bro." Cody Rhodes says he can say a lot about AJ Styles' decision, but on behalf of himself, he one half of himself in the locker room that he was a big bro for thank you very much, AJ Styles. Both of them hug in the crowd. Both of them hug in the ring. Cody raised AJ Styles' hand, and AJ Styles hits Cody with a clothesline. Right hand by AJ Styles. He throws Cody Rhodes to the outside of the ring and into the steel steps. AJ Styles gets on the steel steps. Anderson and Luke Gallows block the WWE officials from coming out. AJ Styles hand lands the Styles Clash off the steel steps and onto the mat on the outside of the ring. AJ Styles looking anger, and SmackDown goes off there. So if you're pardoned to punt, AJ Styles was phenomenal in this. A speech making it seemed like he was going to retire only to attack Cody Rhodes. AJ Styles should be in the main event spot. Um and And that's all I gotta say. Very good SmackDown. The women's division is interesting with Bayley and Nia Jax and Piper Niven. The Bloodline stuff is still good, and the undisputed title scene is fun too. And WWE SmackDown goes off the air. Okay, let me give my honest opinion. Now, WWE SmackDown was a good show tonight, and I had fun watching SmackDown. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE SmackDown review on how to speak, give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below what are your thoughts on SmackDown tonight because it was a good show. And thank you guys so much for coming to my 8 hour live stream when I was playing Fortnite. So thank you guys so much for coming to my 8 hour live stream for Fortnite. Shout out to everybody that came to my stream. I had fun playing with Sir Reeves. Ash Ketchum came to my live stream. Sour D and Bad Breed Cheese came to my live stream yesterday. Everybody came to my live stream yesterday, man. I appreciate you guys, man. But make sure you guys read my community tab that I just post, and that's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna make a YouTube short showing you guys full proof that I'm gonna have an upcoming world premiere of my WWE SmackDown at 4 o'clock a.m. for Standard Time Eastern Time. I'm going to make a YouTube short about that, and I'm going to show you guys the full proof that I'm not lying. I'm going to show you guys the full proof. So I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. And I will see you guys Monday on my WWE Raw review highlights. This your boy B-Boy Snapshot TV. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'm coming for that YouTube partner, and I'm coming for that monetization, and I'm coming for that 6K subscribers on YouTube. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive and stay too sweet. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. Have a great Friday, guys.